Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got these two chords A, B and C, D for this green shaded circle with the center O, as you can see in this given diagram, such that these chords intersect each other at this point E, and these chords are perpendicular to each other as well. And moreover, this segment CE length is 2 units. The segment AE length is 3 units. And finally, this segment EB length is 4 units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded circle. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. Since we are interested in calculating the area of this circle, so therefore we must calculate the radius of this circle first. I'm going to label the radius as lowercase r. So we are going to solve for lowercase r. We know this segment is 2 units, this segment is 3 units, and this segment is 4 units. However, this segment DE length is unknown. I'm going to label this one as x. And now our task is to find the value of x. And now let's recall the intersecting chords theorem. According to this theorem, if two chords intersect in a circle, then the products of the measures of the segments of the chords are equal, as you can see in this given circle. Here we got these two chords AC and BD, and they intersect each other. And as a result, we are ended up with this segment lowercase a, this segment lowercase b, this segment lowercase c, and finally this segment lowercase d, such that A times B is going to be equal to C times D, as in this given equation. And now we can see in this given problem, we got these two chords A, B and C, D, and they intersect each other at this point E. So according to this intersecting chords theorem, the product of x and 2 must be equal to 3 and 4. So therefore we could write our segment 2 times the segment x is going to be equal to segment 3 times segment 4. Let's simplify. We got 2x equals to 12, and now I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to isolate x. So therefore our x value simply turns out to be equal to 6 units. So therefore our this x value simply turns out to be 6. In other words, this DE segment length is going to be 6. So therefore this whole segment CD length is going to be 2 plus 6 is going to give us 8 units. And likewise, this whole chord AB length is going to be 3 plus 4 is going to give us 7 units. And in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular OP on this chord AB. And now let's recall the perpendicular bisector theorem. According to this theorem, if a radius of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then the radius bisects the chord. So no wonder this perpendicular OP is going to bisect this chord AB into 2 equal parts. In other words, this segment AP length is going to be equal to this segment BP length. And we know this whole chord AB length is 7. So therefore this BP segment length is going to be 7 divided by 2, and likewise this AP length is going to be 7 divided by 2 as well. And likewise I have dropped another perpendicular OT on this chord CD. And we are going to recall this perpendicular bisector theorem once again. So therefore we could see that this tiny perpendicular OT is going to bisect this chord CD into two equal parts. This segment CT length and this segment DT length. So therefore this CT segment length is going to be 4, half of this 8, and likewise this DT segment length is going to be 4 units as well. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this tiny segment CE length is 2 and this segment CT length is 4. So therefore this tiny segment ET length is going to be 4 minus 2 is going to give us 2 units. So therefore this ET segment length is 2 units. So therefore this segment OP length is going to be 2 units as well. And in this next step I am going to connect this center O with this point B, as you can see in this next step. And now we could see that this OB is the radius of this circle. I'm going to label this one as lowercase r. And now we are going to focus on this tiny right triangle BPO. And we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle to solve for this radius lowercase r. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is lowercase r, whereas our two other legs are 2 and 7 divided by 2. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 2 square plus 7 divided by 2 whole square equal to r square. Let's simplify. We're going to get 4 plus 49 divided by 4 equal to r square. And now I'm going to tweak this 4 as 16 divided by 4. As you can see in this next step, I have replaced this 4 with 16 divided by 4, so that we got our common denominator as 4. So therefore we are ended up with r square equal to 16 plus 49 divided by 4. Or in other words, r square value is going to be simply 65 divided by 4. So thus our r square value turns out to be 65 divided by 4. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this green shaded circle. And now let's recall the area of a circle formula. Area is always equal to pi r square, where r is the radius. So therefore this green circle area is going to be simply pi times our r square value is 65 divided by 4. So therefore our this green circle area is going to be 65 times pi divided by 4 square units. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded circle turns out to be 65 pi divided by 4 square units. And that's going to be approximately equal to 51.1 square units as well. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.